Why would there be a flat Earth? There ain't no flat Earth.
This shit, bro. I'm sorry, man. I was ranting, and I was just like, I'm not finna play with y'all flat Earth motherfuckers, bro. You know what? If that's why y'all got rid of Kyrie, I don't blame y'all, cause he a flat Earther too.
This is not even
The
conspiracy.
Earth is flat.
Yeah, no, the Earth is flat.
Oh, here we go.
The Earth is flat. Earth is flat.
I think people should do their own research, man. And then, you know, hopefully they'll either back my belief or they'll kind of throw it in the water.
I fuck with you, bro, but that flat Earth shit is bullshit, bro. So you want to tell me everything in space is round? Hey, freak, go, man. Let's get straight to the biz. Yo, what's up? Today is September 4th, and you are watching Monday's installment of Study 2. You know what I'm saying? Today we're going to be knocking out planets in alignment and the flat Earth, whether it's true or not. Really, it's flat Earth debunked. But, you know what I'm saying? If you agree with the flat Earth, go ahead, type down in the comments below why you believe it. But wait till the video is done, because she's finna give you 10 reasons why it's not true. You know what I'm saying? And also, the planet's alignment basically is just, can all the planets be in the same star constellation? Because when we had the solar eclipse, that was the moon going from Cancer to Leo, and that was when it was at the point of switching to Leo. And then we also had the sun switching from Leo to Virgo, and that was the point of the sun switching. We were just curious to see if all the planets can align up in the same line like that ever, and has it ever happened? So check out these two videos with us today. You know what I'm saying? Me and Fangs. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Alright, man. Let's watch this stupid ass 10 things that would happen if the Earth was flat. And remind me to bleep this out, because YouTube, they don't let you curse no more.
Tweaks.
Even if you aren't the most scientifically minded person, one thing you surely know is that the Earth is round. One man recently made headlines for bringing a level on a plane in order to attempt to show that the world is flat. Of course, this doesn't actually prove anything, but it did make us think. What would the Earth be like if it was flat? Let's find out. To make sure you stay up to date with the hub, make sure you join our notification squad. And press that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Make sure you join our notification squad.
Gravity.
Everybody doing that
One
now.
common criticism of people who claim the Earth is flat is that if that were the case, surely people would end up falling off the edge at some point. If some hapless person did manage to fall off the Earth and into outer space, that sure would prove the Earth is flat. Well, even if the Earth was flat, this couldn't happen because of gravity. That's right, gravity would protect you from accidentally wandering off the edge of Earth. On a flat planet, people in the middle of the planet would experience gravity pretty much the same as we do now. However, the more you tried to go to the outer edges, the more it would feel as if you were traversing a steep hill. Gravity likes to pull everything straight down to the center of its mass, and if the Earth was round, that would be the middle of the planet. If you made it near the edge, gravity would be pulling you towards that central point, making your body tilt towards the center. The fact that this absolutely does not happen, and we're able to stand straight and be pulled downward to an equal extent, proves that the Earth is indeed spherical. Ice wall.
Wait, pause that.
No, this wall isn't meant to...
But isn't that, no, you can't find nothing. There's nothing.
Nah,
that's straight to the fucking point. There's nothing you can find. Because you was finna come up with some bullshit. You was finna come up with some bullshit, and there ain't nothing you can say to that. It's straight to the point.
Every little thing,
there's nothing you can say to that. Gravity pulls it down to the center, so if you walk to the edge, wherever that might be, you would tilt, and you don't tilt, period.
I legit forgot my point.
Exactly. We're gonna keep this shit moving. 132. We don't pause, because now I gotta cut the shit, and blah, 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 blah. 132. That's like Game of Thrones. Anyway.
I haven't watched it.
Keep the White Walkers.
133. Nigga, what?
I need to watch it, bro.
So you don't even know who my nigga is right here?
Nah.
Wow.
Bro,
Bro,
I got HBO here.
I got Cody, bro.
Oh,
gang squad.
Yeah, okay.
I don't pay for nothing. Shout out to the Power. Shout out to Power and them though. I ain't never paid for none of that, but I love the show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all thing. Hey, these match my shirt. I ain't even realize that shit. Almost. Nah, it matched my shirt, bro. Yeah, I didn't know that. Anyway, we got Cody, bro. You can watch Game of Thrones. You need to watch well, you don't need to, but Game of Thrones go hard, bro. My nigga right here is an OG, triple OG, bro. OG Dragon Slayer. You feel me? My nigga
I don't
Slay.
even watch TV like that though.
I don't watch TV either, bro, but I watch shows, you know what I'm saying, that I can binge watch when I'm not focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate cliffhangers.
So these right here is like, I could just binge watch. They on season 7 right now.
Season 7?
Season 7, bro. So 7 years of Game of Thrones type. You know what I'm saying? 7 seasons. They've been doing.
That's like a whole summer right there.
Hey, we caught up in the winter and the spring. Walking Dead, Game of Thrones,
All 3 of them?
Lost.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a.
Oh yeah,
I had a phase, bro. We getting off topic, but anyway.
You remember what Lost was? You know, my mama loved Lost.
Lost was the truth, bro. Yeah. Lost was a great show. I did not want it to end, and when it ended, I felt like I was taken out of something. Yeah, I felt like I was really warped into that world. But anyway, yeah, we still got another 9 minutes to go in this video. So that's the OG Triple OG Dragon Slayer. You know what I'm saying? Back then they didn't want me Ice Age Mike Jones of the Walkers. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. That's my guy. You see him? Fresh.
Away from invading us. According to the Flat Earth Society, there's a giant ice wall on the outer edge of the Earth, holding the oceans back from flowing off the edge of the planet. Although the size of the ice wall would vary based on different Flat Earth beliefs, yes, even they don't agree on all the details about how the Flat Earth would work.
They don't agree.
It's generally agreed that the wall is at least about 150 feet above sea level. Others argue that it would be much larger than that. This massive wall of ice would mark the outer edge of the Earth, and what lies beyond it we can only speculate about. Because the ice wall is a naturally formed structure, it would appear to be an enormous mountain, and be irregular in size, shape, and appearance. In fact, it would appear much like Antarctica, as it's said that Antarctica is actually the outermost edge of the ice wall. So if the Earth was flat, and you kept powering through the bitter Antarctic cold, you'd eventually reach an impenetrable wall of pure ice. Undoubtedly, if we knew for sure that the Earth was flat, there would be frequent expeditions sent to explore the mysterious
But they say you can't travel down there.
About it.
That's the Flat Earthers' point. They say it's a no-fly zone.
If the Earth was flat, there would still be a horizon, and it surprisingly wouldn't look that different than the one we're used to looking at. After all, when we look at the sun setting on the horizon now, we can't really see the curvature on the edge of Earth, but that doesn't mean that the Earth is flat, just that it's incredibly large.
That's what I was thinking.
If the Earth were unimaginably large...
Hold on. Yeah, perfect. That the ads never come in that perfect. Oh my God, that's synchronicity. Yeah, so their point was like in the distance, if it's around Earth, you will be able to see it go down. But if you got a binoculars, you can look way down and it'll still be the whole body. So say you're on the shore and you see a boat, and the boat slowly looks like it gets smaller, but that's because of the way our eyes work. So people were saying you would think it's round because it's disappearing, but it's not round. It's just that's how your eyes work. It's still the same thing. So they get binoculars and they look way down there, and then you still can see the bottom of the boat on the water. So that's their point of saying the Earth is flat. You just can't see it the way you think you want to. You know what I'm saying? The way you imagine you will see it. But it's a world. It's a whole planet. So why would you be able to see a small incremental change just by looking out with your eyeballs, or even with binoculars, and thinking you could see a dip or a curve? Like, you're telling me like a few hundred miles that way it's gonna start to, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna start to dip down. No, bro, you're not gonna see a ball. It's not this big. It's huge. Like, anyway, we're gonna pick back up at 2:51.
In fact, if the Earth were unimaginably large, the horizon would look the same as it would if the Earth was flat. When you look at it from sea level, the horizon looks flat. However, if you're flying in an airplane over 35,000 feet and have a wide, cloud-free view of the horizon, you can detect the slight curvature of the Earth. If you want to check this out with your feet on the ground, you can head to the docks. Take note of some approaching ships, and you'll see that they don't simply appear out of the horizon, as they would if the planet was flat. Instead, you'll see ships appearing as if they're emerging from the waves, when in fact we know they're traversing the curved surface of the Earth. So if you see a ship coming straight at you without gradually rising up, you're either standing on a flat Earth, or you're watching Pirates of the Caribbean. Time zones.
That was such a lame joke, but I get it.
There are 24 time zones on Earth. We've come up with this method because the sun can only illuminate one side of our spherical Earth at a time, while the other side is less dark. Because of the Earth's rotation, if we only had one single time zone, noon would be in the middle of the day for some places, while it would be in the middle of the night or in the morning for others. This would get really confusing really fast. Each of the 24 time zones is 15 degrees of longitude wide.
Man.
The distance between the time zones is greatest at the equator, and 0 at the poles due to the curvature of the Earth. If the Earth was not round and didn't rotate on its axis, then the sun would be more of a spotlight shining down onto the entire Earth at the same time. This means that if your area was shrouded in darkness, you would still be able to see the sunlight shining down on the horizon. In fact, people who believe the Earth is flat believe that the sun slowly moves in circles around the North Pole, acting like a spotlight scanning the Earth.
Idiots. Y'all are dumb.
Shadows.
I'm done.
Shadows are something that would look very different if the Earth was flat, and this is easy to see right in your own backyard. Because the sun is so far away from our planet, its incoming rays can be considered to arrive parallel to one another. If you put two identical sticks or poles into the ground on any two spots on Earth, they'll produce shadows of different lengths based on how the light is hitting them. The curvature of the Earth's surface means that the sunlight will hit each stick differently if they're a sufficient distance apart. In fact, early astronomers used this method to estimate the circumference of the Earth as early as 250 BC. However, if the Earth was flat, any two sticks would produce the same shadow length no matter how far apart you set them.
Damn.
Without the curved surface of the planet, the sunlight would hit each identical object in the exact same way regardless of distance. If you look at a sundial, you'll see that the shadow it produces changes length depending on the time of the day. If the Earth was flat, the shadowy arm of this clock would remain at a consistent length. The moon.
Do we need to keep watching this shit, bro? Do we need to keep watching this, bro? I'm telling you, these motherfuckers is dumb. But hey, it's very informative, and I want y'all to learn with me as I learn, because I didn't know half of this either. But she's debunking every little thing that I watched on the Flat Earth videos. The only thing that got going for him is, since when do you believe everything that you're told? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe everything that I'm told, because some of it is it's a lot of propaganda and BS and just blah, 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 blah.
Well, we don't need air. We was just told that.
What if? But we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to go without it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things you just can't debunk. But this is being debunked in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay, I need to see a flat earther react to this video. So after this, I'm going to look for it. I doubt we find one. But I'm going to look for it to see if we can find a flat earther reacting to this or debunking this. But I really don't feel like we need to watch too much more. But we're going to finish this video. We're going to finish this video. You know what I'm saying? 529.
Humans know our moon pretty well, and have even visited it on several occasions. The moon is an important signifier that the Earth is in fact round. In ancient Greece, astronomers took notice of the phases of the moon, and used this to help determine that we are looking at it from a round planet. When a full moon appears in the sky, the moon then moves slowly through the shadow of Earth. This is known as a lunar eclipse. When you take a look at the shadow, you'll see that as it is seen crossing the face of the moon, it's curved. This is because it's the shadow of our spherical planet. However, if the Earth was flat, then the shadow of the moon would be straight. We would also be able to see different sides of the moon depending on where we stood on the planet. Someone standing in Quebec, Canada, would see the front of a nearly full moon, while people in Chile would see the dark backside of the same moon. On our round Earth, we all see the same side of the moon, with minor changes due to the minute changes in our viewing angles. Space travel.
Bro, I love science, bro. I'm asleep.
If you're a member of the Flat Earth Society, tell it, NASA and other space agencies are all part of
all
NASA's
lies. They
spiritual
hate
Earth
NASA.
conspiracy. They send back fake or altered photos to promote their round Earth agenda. What is the purpose of the round Earth agenda that they're willing to go to great lengths to advance? Well, some claims it's to make themselves seem more scientifically advanced than we really are. The implications of this are pretty ludicrous. They claim that the photos of Earth taken from space clearly show that the Earth is shaped like a giant disk, which, if there was only one photo of the Earth taken from the moon, could maybe be true. But we have many different photos from all different angles. However, if the Earth truly was flat, our photos taken from space would look very different. Depending on the angle, you'd be able to see that the planet is in fact shaped like a disk. It would also be a lot easier to land on the moon, since flat Earth people believe that it's only about 3,000 miles overhead. If it was located that close, it would only have a diameter of about 32 miles.
And we would have tsunamis every day.
Stars and planets. The constellations in the night sky would look massively different if the Earth was flat. Because of the Earth's rotation,
The stars?
people all over the world can see constellations and star configurations differently. But if the world was flat, this would be impossible. We would all be looking up at the exact same unchanging star pattern. Aristotle even noted in his travels that star configurations were different in different parts of the world. On a flat planet, it would be geometrically impossible to see the two completely different skies rotating around the different poles, the way that we do now. And in addition, it's unlikely that we would be the only non-spherical planet in the solar system.
Thank you!
Cosmic gas, dust, and rocks together to form planets.
That was number
But
one.
if we assume that gravity works differently in this scenario, it makes sense that there would be other flat planets as well. It stands to the absurd flat Earth reason that if our planet is flat, our view of the solar system would be completely different than the one we are used to. In fact, it seems most likely that due to the gravitational rules we're assuming exist now, all the other planets would be disc-shaped as well. Wait.
Shut up.
We tend to think
Shut
of
up.
weight as the little number that pops up on a scale when we step on it. What the scale is actually measuring is your gravitational pull. That's why if you leave Earth, your weight will be different, because the moon has less mass than Earth. You would weigh less on the moon than you do standing here on our planet.
What
We
you
know
weigh,
that on
140
Earth, no matter where
on the
you
moon?
travel, you're going to weigh exactly the same, because you're going to have the same amount of gravity weighing on you. But if the Earth was flat, your weight would actually vary depending on where on the planet you were standing. We told you earlier that you would end up tilted to the side if you tried to walk to the edge of the Earth on a flat planet. Well, that's because gravity would be pulling you so much harder, meaning you'd weigh more. Two people that weigh the same when standing next to each other could come up with entirely different numbers if one stood on the scale at the center of Earth and one stood on a scale at the horizon. Social aspect. One important aspect of the Earth being flat would be the societal impact. For years, flat earthers have claimed that photo evidence, our government, and even NASA are not to be trusted. Since we have seen so much photographic evidence of a round Earth produced by NASA, this would have massive ramifications if it somehow proved out to be true. We would know that they had been lying to us, and other countries would know about their lies as well. This could very well end up causing a war. So much of our scientific knowledge is based around ideas on how gravity operates and the fact that the Earth is round. We would be forced to painstakingly question pretty much every discovery ever made up until this point in time. It would mean that so many phenomena that we witnessed, like stars streaking across the sky and the lunar cycles of the moon, are all some giant cosmic misunderstanding on our parts. This would send the scientific community into absolute turmoil. We would also need to send explorers out to examine the ice wall and find out more about it, and if global warming was having
We would
any
have been
effect.
on that, bro.
Thankfully, there is absolutely
been
not
on
a single
that.
doubt in our minds that the Earth is a sphere.
They don't tell us
But it's
everything.
fun to think about the pandemonium that might ensue if it was found that this wasn't true, or to imagine what it would be like to live on a flat planet. We think we'll continue being content with the planet that we were given. If
Just
you're
what
interested
if?
in learning more about
What
the
if
incredible world...
You know what I'm saying? We got another little piece for our study tube this week. And we was sitting here talking about natal charts and stuff.
Yeah.
So we was like, well, Fangs was wondering if there could ever be an alignment where all the planets were aligned. And I'm like, if it is, it's like once every billion years. I never heard of that. Because in order to have all your planets in one sign, that's what has to happen. Like Leo, I mean, the sun's got to be in Leo, moon in Leo, Mercury in Leo, Mars in Leo, Venus in Leo, Neptune in Leo, Jupiter in Leo. So we looked up.
Leo though.
No, I'm just picking one because we in Leo.
Yeah.
We just left Leo season, and we was talking about the solar eclipse. And the solar eclipse was the Leo moon and Leo sun at the same time. So we finna check out this video on Seeker called "What If the Planets Align?" And hopefully in this video they tell us if they ever align, or if they can align, or if they can't align.
Bro,
So
Team Cancer here, man.
hey,
Team Cancer
Capricorn
really
gang, man. They already know it's good. Capricorn gang, you feel me?
Cancer.
I can't.
You
I
the
can't.
best.
Yeah, I rock with y'all, you know, but Capricorn gang. Let's see what's
Soon
good.
the planets will align, and then everything will stay pretty much the same. Sorry, Dark Wizard.
Oh, if I sound nasally, I'm sick as fuck right now.
Yo. Water. You need some water.
Hey, that's why I'm about to add OJ too. Get that vitamin
Look up
C.
in the west after sunset, you will be able to see a triple planetary conjunction. Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus are going to form a triangle, and then if you keep watching at sunset over the following few days, you'll actually watch them appear to dance and move around each other. Super amazing, right? It seems like it would be incredibly rare for three planets to come together that closely, but triple planet conjunctions actually happen every 2 years. So the last one was in May 2011, and the next one will be in October of 2015. What's
that's not
particularly
rare.
nice about this one is that Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus are the brightest planets viewed from Earth, so you can see the whole event without any special equipment. But you should definitely grab some binoculars or a telescope if you can.
Shit, listen,
So,
that's what it is.
3 planets line up every 2 years, and the last time 4 planets were in conjunction was 2002, and the next time we'll see that is in 2040. So how rare is it for all of our
That's
planets
4
to line up?
planets.
And what happens when they do? A change in gravity, floods, earthquakes, the total flipping of our magnetic poles, the birth of the giant space falcon that will destroy the universe in its talons? Well, for as much as fantasy and ancient cultures like to put significance on planetary alignment, doesn't actually happen. I mean, at least not a perfect alignment where you can draw a straight line through the center of all 8 planets, or 9 if you're still in denial about Pluto. See, all the planets rotate around the sun on a different axis. So the more planets you want to consider aligned, the more you have to be loose with your definition. Having all the planets in anything even close to a rough line takes millions of years. As far as what happens when they do align, the answer is not much. See, planets are big, yeah, but they're really far away, and the farther away something is, the less its gravitational pull can affect us. Venus is closest to us, and when it's at its absolute nearest, it's 92 million kilometers away. So you take all the planets, you line them up the closest you can under the best theoretical conditions, and they only add about another 2% to the pull of our tides. And that's only while everything is exactly lined up. So not a big or lasting change. As a matter of fact, on February 4th, 1962, the sun, the moon, the closest 6 planets in our solar system all aligned within 17 degrees of each other, and we had a solar eclipse. And we're still here spinning. So go forth into the night on Sunday and know that you can watch the conjunction without fear of spinning off into space. But let's all check in on Monday morning.
So that 17% actually counts?
17 degrees. So it's like, yeah, so, I mean, kind of, it could count, but even that's if you want to force it. Like, that's if you really just want to say, yeah, they're all aligned. But an alignment is when something is in a line. 17 degrees mean you'll have one here, one kind of here, one here, one there, but they all in the same star constellation. Yeah. So it all be Leo or Cancer, but none of them is perfectly aligned. You can't draw a straight line to it, and that's, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles on that one, broski.
So wait, but did you just say, isn't that technically saying they're in the same?
What you mean?
In the same
star constellation.
Yeah.
But that's not alignment. Like if you talking about a car and you gotta line your tires, if your car not straight, that's not alignment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not really alignment, but if you want to say, but they are all in the same star constellation. Yeah. If you want to bend the definition, yeah. But alignment is in alignment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that part.
Yeah. So it can't really happen in alignment, but they could be in the same star constellation. Yeah. But even that would take millions of years. Yeah. And what he was saying was, in 1960 something, it was 6 of them, and that was like real close. And you had a solar eclipse because, like I say, once the sun and the moon are aligned, that's when you get the eclipse. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happens if the planet aligns. If the planets align. Fuck this shit, bro. I'm sorry, man. I was ranting, and I was just like, I'm not gonna play with y'all flat earth motherfuckers, bro. And you know what? If that's why y'all got rid of Kyrie, I don't blame y'all, cause he a flat earther too. I fuck with you, bro, but that flat earth shit is bullshit, bro. So you wanna tell me everything in space is round except us, we flat, right?
Hey, I agree or disagree on that.
Come on, bro.
But
get the fuck out of here, bro. Everything else round. The sun roundish. Everything looks round. Saturn, everything is roundish. It got like it's like a ball type of shit, right?
It's an oval.
I mean, if you want to be technical, it ain't flat, bro. That's all I know. This shit ain't flat, bro.
Who
use a fisheye lens for what? You tell me in space they use a fisheye lens?
Yeah, I think they.
Why the hell would you use a fisheye lens in space, bro? I can't even use a fisheye lens to shoot the pool over there. It's too far, like it don't zoom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what made me question it just a little bit.
I ain't question shit.
If you're interested in learning more about
what if the Earth really is flat and they just don't tell us?
Why? It ain't like we could leave this mug where this flat around. What if? Why? Why would they? Like, what's the point? See, alright. So no, that's the whole fucking thing, bro. Like, why would they hide that there's more than like one Donald Trump?
There probably is one.
Definitely there is one. Why would they lie about there being more than one Donald Trump?
Hey.
Why would they lie about that, nigga? Tell me that.
One day we're gonna make you do a video just with that on the whole time.
You said what?
One day we're gonna make you do a video with just that on.
Oh no, I bought this so I could do a porno with it, like a porno. I was gonna do like a porno music video.
Okay.
Yeah, raunchy shit. Why would there be a flat Earth? There ain't no flat Earth. This is so the thumbnail. Anyway, what was I
Disclaimer, I question everything.
But nah, the reason why I feel like people, they lie and they hide a lot of information is because there's certain information that people could do shit about. If they knew If our community knew where we really came from in our original language, bro, we would be so much more powerful. That's the type of shit they'll lie about. If we realized that certain events happen just to cover up different events, then we would actually put a spotlight on the shit they don't want us to see. Now, the earth being flat, I can't see, we not to a point yet where we could just jump out of this whole free will. So it's not like they don't have to lie to us about that, honestly. But the thing that worries me is like, it gets to the point where it's like, everybody want to be so woke that it's like the woke people are stupid. Because it's like, oh, this pen is black, but really it's gray. But that's what they want you to think. Stay woke. So it's like, it gets to the point where it's like, you don't believe shit. You won't believe shit at all. There's nothing to believe. Nothing's true. So why are you even talking? If you so woke, nothing is real, why are you talking? Like, what is your point? Nothing is real. We all know that. But once you go that far back, language is even the bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you even speaking then? You should be able to tell me that telepathically. If you want to go back to the source, if we're going all the way back to the source, why are you talking to me in a language? Why are you casting a spell on me? You spell words because words got vibrations behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why are you even talking? How far are you gonna go back? Y'all pick and choose how far you want to go back to debunk other people's beliefs and shit. If you're gonna use that, be very, very detailed, very factual. You know what I'm saying? Or just shut the fuck up, because it gets to the point where I don't even hear y'all talk no more. It made me feel stupid.